Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about why Lobs might actually be the most broken thing in NBA 2K21. And I'm not joking with this at all. You're going to see two gameplays with an incomplete pure blue build that I just made a couple days ago. 6'10". If y'all want the full breakdown on the build, we'll go ahead and drop a like goal on this video. 2,000 likes, we'll bring that to you the next day. So let's try to get that one happening. So this right here, we got two gameplays. Like I said, this is against a 3-level score. It's a big man spot. They got a shot creator to 1. Now I'm running with my IRL on this, all right? Now this is how easy this is to literally run. It takes literally not the most skill from your point guard. It takes not the most skill from your big man. Pure blue, 6'10", small forward, slasher with slash takeover, and it's gonna be this easy. All right, so we're gonna skip ahead to 0 to 2 where the action actually starts. So you can see Tanner gets the steal on the inbound, hits me on the lob. This is not what we're here to talk about. This is a very easy one, no debate to it. Now what we're here to talk about is what we're about to do on the inbound right here. Now we don't actually score off of this one, but you're gonna see this is the style and what we're doing every single play. He's gonna come up, try to bump my guy as I get the lob lane, and there's a lot of times I could have the standing lob, and this right here is really what we're here to talk about. Now I'm low on stamina. I honestly do not think that should be converted at all. The dude's standing down low. I should get bumped. He should have a way of chucking or contesting me, and that's just not how it is. Now you're gonna see right here, boom. This is what we're here to talk about. Tanner goes ahead and just gets my guy stuck every single time on this inbound, and there's nothing they can do about it besides full switch. But in this game where the point guards, where they have lower interior defense, not as much size, they don't have the ability to really bump me very well. And if they even do that, then Tanner has a wide open shot most of the time, or I'll just sit down low and get the standing lob. Now I didn't get many clips of the standing lobs, but trust me, this is what I literally made this build for. It's just a rep build. I'm out here to just have fun sometimes too. I was gonna just be an oversized slasher and just kind of do the slasher ISO, so to say. But the plan was for me to come out here and just get some badges. Right now, right there, obviously that was just a bad angle, bad timing from the lob. It's just bad angle from me on the cut and from him on the pass. But either way, my whole point of making this build was gonna be just for the rep grind. Now this right here is the toxic stuff. Boom, push him out the way, just run into him straight up, and then get to the angle for the standing lob. I mean, look at this. Now I'm just camping behind it. Easy. It's so dumb. And the way that I learned about this was from boot camp. So this is the build that I made for boot camp in the first place, where I was just gonna cherry pick on the other end, catch lobs all day, and just do it like that, right? But this build is so versatile with it. Obviously I can get the standing lobs, I can get the driving lobs as well. I feel like the driving dunk ability and the ISO slashing is going to be nuts on this. And don't even get me started on the most toxic thing about this build, which is 99 post hook too, bro. It's going to be awful. So anyway, if y'all want the build breakdown, we will definitely bring that with tomorrow's video. Like I said, let's try these 1 to 2,000 likes. Now we're going to skip to the second gameplay. You can see he had a D-, almost got graded out of the game. If he didn't get the 1 block, he likely would have. Alright, so this second gameplay is going to be another really quick one as well. This is against a couple bots who probably don't even know what they're doing in the first place. We'll show another one right after this where we're actually playing some comp, but I just want to show you guys how straightforward and just like crazy this is, to where you can just do this every single play, and you're going to see there's situations where this guy's in the right position as well and he literally can't do anything about it. So Tanner's going to go for the close fade right here, just like that. The big naturally slides over just a little bit, gets out of position in the slightest, and just like that, it's gonna be an easy lob every single time. The only build that can literally even counter this, in my opinion, is the 7-3 pure rim, but even at that build is completely useless in all honesty of doing anything but defending this right here. But look at this, bro. Fadeaway lob, 18% contested. I was nowhere near even underneath the basket. My player wouldn't even make a jump shot, probably 99 times out of 100 if I took that, in all honesty. But since it was a lob from that range, I would probably make that 99 times out of 100 if we're being completely honest. And look at this. I mean, I'm just gonna fill in right here. Tanner's gonna shoot the ball. Now check this one out right here. This is aside the point of the lobs, but look at this little demigod speed boost, bro. Like, for no reason. The unbalancing of this game is pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that is ridiculous. I don't have any quick first step. I got like 60 ball handling or 55, whatever it is. And like I said, no quick first step. The speed is pretty low on this as well. Now we're back to the inbound play, doing this every single time. It's just crazy, man. And there's really nothing to be done about this as long as you don't have some build that's like super tall. And I didn't even know about this in the first place because my point guards that I play with, they don't really be throwing the questionable lobs. We don't be just going out of our way to try and make this play right here happen. But really, me and Tanner are both going for badges. He's going for his playmaking. I'm going for my finishing. And just like that, I mean, look at this, bro. There's nothing this dude can do. Literally nothing. It's unstoppable, and there's literally nothing he can do. Now this next play, you're gonna see we don't even execute the inbound properly, and then they double team me down low, but there's nothing they can do about it. Look at this. I mean, it's just crazy, man. And don't even get started. This is great for your finishing badges. Like I said, this is literally the only reason we were even doing this in the first place. And then Tanner was getting his playmaking badges because we're both 90 overalls at the end of the day. And like I said, he's my IRL. Doesn't really be spending too much time on the game. So the time that we do spend, it's trying to be productive and do things like this where we're both getting our badges. And I'm sorry to anybody that has to witness this toxicity like firsthand and play against it. But we're just out here, business is business. Like, we're trying to get our badges. Anyway, you can see, again, D-. I went 8 for 8 that game. No turnovers from Tanner. We only had the one missed shot that I ended up getting the steal right after and had that crazy speed boost. So now we're going to skip to game 3 against some actual comp. At the point guard spot, they got the 99 overall playmaking shot creator, superstar 1. At the big man spot, they got the 94 overall paint beast with glass takeover. So for the sake of the length of this video, and I want to keep it to the point, we're going to show you guys only offense, but just to clarify, we're going to show our side of the lineup intros as well. You're going to see Tanner's a 90 overall on this one still, but I'm actually 89, so it's even lower than what you've seen in the gameplay so far. Anyway, only offense. And I'll show you the box score at the end of the game just to prove I'm not cutting out any wasted offensive possessions. But you're going to see first play right here. Give it back to Tanner. He's going for the close fade. Big man hedges over naturally. And like I said, that's just going to happen almost every single time, man. All right, so they go on a little scoring run. It's 7-2 right now. They end up taking a bad shot right here, get the easy rebound. I kick out to Tanner, and then he hits me for the standing lob. Now, this is another thing as far as, like, you know, the style of doing this. It's actually pretty easy to transition into things like that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the turnover that we had where it was just bad communication. Tanner throws a lob, and I wasn't going in for the basket as far as, like, for the roll on the lob or anything like that. I definitely should have, though, but as you can see, just miscommunication, boom, turnover. All right, so he ends up missing a shot right here. We go up for the rebound, it goes loose, and then he dives for it, keeps it in. This is maybe one invalid one right here where it was just a numbers matchup, and we obviously had the advantage right there. And that is the case when it comes to running pick and roll with this as well. And then right here, another turnover where pretty much it just wasn't double tap Y. I don't know if that one would have executed right there in the first place. I will say, obviously, you can't just spam this every single time. It's going to require a little bit of shooting from your point guard on double teams down low. So we're back on defense. The big man's going to try to get back to the point guard right here. Tanner gets the steal. I just run down low. Pretty easy transition right there just to go ahead and show you where the extra point came from. And then we're going to go and do this again as usual on the inbound. Boom, pass it to him. He's going to try and bump the big man. Misses even at that, but still get the lob off right there. And just like that, I get my takeover on. And this is where things become that much more effective. I get the plus 10 speed, increased finishing ability. I mean, it's pretty crazy, man. But anyway, then obviously you can see pretty questionable shot, but boom, vertical just absolutely goes crazy. I come back up to the top. I was thinking about possibly ISOing with it, and you're going to see they're just going to completely disrespect his jump shot. He ends up greening it right there. All right, so this is where we start to go on a little bit of a scoring run. I know the cuts have been all over the place on this gameplay right here, but we get about 3 or 4 possessions of just straight buckets off this one where it's all pretty much just me either dunking or him greening. So anyway, I go in. You can see the crazy strides on the hop dunks with this build right here, and then, like I said, slash takeover. And then if I had Showtime as well, that definitely would have been one that accumulated for that. Tanner probably would have had his takeover by then. The Hall of Fame Showtime would go nuts too. I've already seen gold, and that's just ridiculous. So off that, boom, Dex, Tanner gets the easy shot right there, greens it. Now I'm coming back up to the top, gonna get the ball right back to him as well. And just like that, I mean, look at, okay, now this is where the craziness of it all comes into play. And look at this, big man hedges over. You can't do that at all. At all, man. Easy dunks every single time, bro. It's just ridiculous. So you're gonna see our defense right here. Tanner gets a really clutch stop, gets the poke on the big man as soon as he puts it on the ground. I'm just running in transition again. Boom, dunk, game over. Now, I know that one wasn't a lot of lobs. I just kind of wanted to show you guys this build in action as far as actually playing competitive people. And like I said, I show you guys the box score at the end of the game. You can see I went 8 for 8, really no missed lobs or anything like that. Now, granted, the problem when it comes to the lob throwing is obviously not going to be finishing it most of the time. It's going to be the execution on it with the pass. So we did have the 3 turnovers. I feel like there are a lot of them that we could have corrected with just, like, you know, one was the throwing the lob instead of the regular pass that got intercepted. There's a lot of times that, you know, we could have improved on this as well. But Really what this is mostly for, this whole lob throwing thing and just forcing it, is mostly against randoms. I feel like any competent people will be able to counter it pretty well, but you saw there was plenty of times where this big man hedged over and could not do a single thing about it, bro. And as we outro the video, I'm going to show you guys a couple clips of just flat out going crazy with the contact dunks, the snatch blocks, whatever it may be with this build. This thing is an absolute nightmare when it comes to this 2v2 core. I don't know that I'm going to use this on the threes too often. I definitely don't think it fits the style of that, where it's just a lot of up and down the court. I don't think slashers just in general are all that great on threes, but I mean, this is going to be a very nice go-to 2v2 build where I'm going to have the ability to do the post hooks, obviously, and I'm not going to use that too often. You guys know me, a slasher at heart. I feel like it's going to be really weird to be on such a big build too. Like, this is 6'10". Now, this right here, man, look at this. I mean, this build is going to be crazy. I can't wait to bring y'all the video. Like I said, let's try this 1 to 2K likes in the first 24 hours, and I will bring y'all the video tomorrow. Am I still going to do it even if we don't hit 2,000 likes? Probably, but y'all get the deal. Let's try to hit the 2,000. Anyway, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. Like I said, 2K likes, boom, snatch block. I mean, this thing is crazy. I didn't even upgrade close shot, and I'm out here hitting standing layups consistently. Anyway, that's all for the vid. If you made it to the end of the video, put LA in the comments to show support you made it all the way through. And on that, take it easy, man. Peace.